Hi guys, welcome back to Charlotte's Foliage. So on today we're going to be converting some of my larger philodendrons into pon and leca because what has happened is they're crawlers and they're crawling out of their containers because they don't have enough room to grow, and so because there's not a whole lot of horizontal or vertical pots, then what happens is that plant begins to crawl out of its vessel. So I'm going to be placing the plant in a larger vessel to give it more room to grow. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm glad you came. I hope that you will continue to watch my videos and that you can bring something to my content or take something away. And if you're revisiting, I'm glad you came back. So let's just get right into the video without further ado. Okay, so what I did first, you guys, is I went to the thrift store and I purchased some larger vessels. So this is one of my vessels, and then I have another even larger one here. Let me move this out the way so you can see. So yeah, these are large vessels and they'll work. I paid $5.99 for one and $5.99 for the other. Now let me show you the plants that's going in these vessels. This is I believe this is a glorious. Okay, philodendron glorious. And then this one here, I recently showed you in a video. This is my Plowmonii mixed with a pastazatum. And if you look right here, this is the reason why I'm having such a hard time with this plant. See how it's growing out this pot right here? Let me pan in so you can see. See? And it's just not enough room. This plant is growing good, and I want to give it a great chance at growth. So I think I'm going to put this larger plant in the larger vessel and the smaller plant in the other vessel that I showed you. So it's kind of heavy too. That's why I'm breathing so hard. That's some of it. The other part is I'm chubby. So let's get right into putting some pon and leca into this vessel. And if you're not familiar with pon and leca, I have a video on that. I'll try to link it. After you start getting so many videos, it's hard to keep up with it. I'd like to place my larger plant on the pole, but I don't have any poles right now. But one of my plants is already on a pole, the smaller one. So we're going to go ahead and convert it over as well, the pole that it's on. All right, so first what we're going to do is put a little leca in the bottom of the container. And then right above the leca, I'm going to put some pon in there. Okay, and this is my pon. I've already boiled it. It's brand new, but I still boiled it to get all that dust that gets in pon. If you notice that you start seeing your leaves change with this transition, that's all normal. It'll eventually start getting used to its new home, okay? And so this plant has a little bit of pon in it, so it should adjust pretty good. But I want to show you how much I've put in here, and then the rest is going to come from the actual plant itself. Most people will rinse off the soil, but when a plant is trying to transition into a new vessel, I don't rinse out all the soil because I want it to do as best it can. That can come later. That's why they call it semi-hydroponics, okay? So now the big thing is getting this big baby out of its container. It's in a cover pot, okay? So we're gonna pull it out. I watered it. That's another thing you want to do. You want to make sure your plant is nice and damp and not real thirsty when you're trying to make changes, because it could damage the roots. So this plant is nice and wet. I'll show you that here in just a second. I'm moving these rocks. These rocks was kind of helping the plant sit upright, okay? So it shows that the plant has a little bit of moisture on it. And now we're going to pull it out. Try to go easy on her. She should come out pretty good. And there she is. And then this little, her roots are white, which indicates that she's in good shape. And we're just going to put her right over in here and sit her right in that vessel. And we're going to backfill. We've already got a little bit of lack already in there, so the transition shouldn't be too bad. But we want to put the least amount of soil in there as we can. Eventually, she'll be soil free. Okay, so I'm just going to give her a little bit of root stimulator to help her out in her transition. I'm going to put some of that right underneath her root ball here. Try to keep that as in the center of the pot as we possibly can. And then I'm going to get a little bit of soil mixture here. Not much. And backfill this plant, okay? Let me see. Here's my little scooper. And all I'm doing is going here, filling in the area where the plant doesn't have any soil there. We don't want to leave too many air pockets in there, so just backfilling. We got lacquer pond and a little bit of soil in here in this mixture, and I've got some perlite and charcoal. Okay, and all I'm doing is gently pushing this soil mixture, pond mixture, into the vessel. And because I've already watered this plant, I'm not going to water it in its new vessel yet because the roots are already wet. I'll give it a day or so. I just mainly wanted to get used to its new home. Okay, so I'm pressing down, making sure, hopefully, that I don't have any air pockets. I see a few of them. So I'm going to stick my scissors in here that I've already sanitized. And I'm going to kind of, if I had a little pen or pencil, that helps. So all I'm doing is, I can see a little air pockets in here. And I'm just pushing the soil down so there's not too many air pockets. It could be a few because this is an airy mix. And that's what you want. You want the roots to get air. And that's getting oxygen to the roots. Okay? So yeah, now I'm going to show you this plant if it's not looking too wonky. I'm trying to straighten it up a little bit. Hold on, guys. I think I need a little bit more soil right here. So it can be a little bit better upright. Okay, so I'm gonna let you see how she looks now. Here she is in her new vessel. Okay, and this is how it looks. And what you do is, when you put it in semi-hydroponics, what you want to do is 1/3 of this vessel will be filled with water, And then once you put water in the bottom of that, it'll get up to those roots, and that plant will be able to get the water that it needs, okay? Same thing with when you fertilize your plant. Okay, so we've done our first plant already. That wasn't too bad. Now let's work on this second one. It's a big one. All right, we're gonna do the same thing with the next one. I'm kind of clean up a little bit to get these rocks out of here. There was little stones that I was using to hold the plant up because of the weight of the pole. Okay, this soil is reusable. So yeah, I'm just scooting a few things to the side. I'm gonna bring that big baby over here. All right, here's the big vessel. All right, let me move this out the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then we're gonna put some pond mix in this one and leca mix. We're gonna do the leca first. And then we're gonna put sterilized pond in there. I gotta buy some more pond. And by the way, you can ball pond and reuse it. It's not cheap either, you guys. I'll put a picture in here and show you what it looks like. The package that it comes in, okay? So now I'm gonna move this pond out the way. Hopefully I have enough. And then I'm going to go over and get the plant because she's a big one. All right. I hate to disturb this plant because I already disturbed it, but it's growing so fast. I want it to be happy, so I got to put it in another vessel. All right. So here we go. I'm going to kind of lay her down and work her out of this pot here. I might poke her sides or something to help her get out of the pot she's in. Because she's a big one. Let's see if I can get her out of there without breaking her stem. You gotta be very gentle with these plants. Oh, she's really in there too. All right. I might have to, let me see. I had a spoon. Let me see where I did with it. Let's see if that'll help. Kind of go around her edges and dig her out of there. See if we can get her to move a little bit. She's moving a little bit, I can tell. This baby is not gonna be easy, you guys. She's in this pot. All right, I feel her. What I'm doing is I'm moving some of the soil off and around the plant so that it'll be easier for her to come out. And she's trying to come out. I'm just trying to be as gentle as I possibly can, but she's budging. She's just doing it slowly. Here she comes. I feel her on her way out. And there she is, okay? Her roots look good. And she's going to look good in her new home, okay? So I'm going to put a little bit of root stimulator on her. Help her with her transition. Okay. A little bit there. It looks like I'm getting a lot, but I'm not. It's not getting enough on my spoon here. There. Now, this is the plant I wish I could put on the pole. What I do like about this plant, though, it pretty much sits upright. Okay, now we're going to backfill with the stuff that she was already in. And there is some pond in here, you guys. So it's a little bit of pond. All right. So you want to kind of keep her lifted up a bit because this arm right here can have room, okay? So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna get some scooper here. So we can backfill. Okay, and then I'm gonna kind of keep her up as high as I can so that if she stretches out, if she wants to stretch out, she can. Keep that arm out that wants to come out, okay? Right here. We're gonna keep that kind of up high so that this plant has a chance at crawling more, okay? So yeah, you guys just did another one. You just converted this to semi-hydroponic. Most people like doing this because you can see the growth of the plant. Some people are scared to do this because this vessel doesn't have any holes at the bottom, and they're worried about the plant getting root rot. But the ideal is to only put water in the bottom of the vessel where the pond and the leca is, and by capillary reaction, the water will wick up through the plant into the roots, and that plant will continue to thrive, okay? So I'm gonna wait a day or so, and then I'm going to give it the water that it needs, but the roots are wet right now, so we know that the plant is in good shape. And I just wanted to thank you guys for watching my channel again. I'll pan back and let you see this beauty. Here she is. And I got one more that I need to do, but I thought I'd give it a little more time because I haven't had the plant. It is a McDowell, Philodendron McDowell SP. So yeah, look at that beautiful foliage on that plant. I can't wait to watch her grow, you guys. Thanks again for watching. I hope you'll come back, and I hope you'll continue to watch my channel. Thank you so much, and keep planting. Bye now.